Hello, I am Mac, at least for a day. This is a No Man's Sky YouTuber interview. I have a very special guest today. He's a pretty popular channel. He has more subs than me, at least. Not that number of subscriptions is important or anything. But from what I've seen, he's very charismatic and has a fun personality. His channel name is L Plays Gaming.
Hello YouTube. How's it going?
Great, thanks for coming on the show, L Plays.
No problem at all.
So tell us about your channel. What kind of videos do you do?
So obviously No Man's Sky is probably one of the bigger series on my channel that seems to really get people enjoying it. But more generally, I sort of play. I'm kind of just playing whatever I feel like playing at the time. So right now, I'm playing a whole load of things. I'm playing No Man's Sky, some Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Subnautica. So games like No Man's Sky and Subnautica, the kind of survival type games, are probably the ones I enjoy the most, and that's what you kind of expect to see more of in the future on the channel. But apart from that, it's kind of just whatever I feel like playing at the time.
So is it mainly just gaming, like Let's Play that you do?
Yeah, so that's absolutely primarily what I do. Every now and again I'll do a very short sort of vlog video, which is generally sort of either like a channel update or something crazy that's happened in life, or me talking about games. But yeah, definitely Let's Plays is the focus.
Cool. Viewers can probably tell you have a bit of an accent. You want to tell us what part of the world you're from?
Yes, I'm from England. I'm actually living in London at the moment. I'm from a bit
Wow.
of Northamptonshire. Anybody not England or close to Northamptonshire won't have ever heard of that, but I'm assuming most people will know where London is, and that's where I am at the moment.
Cool. So, what do you think about No Man's Sky?
So honestly, it's a weird one. It's one of those games that when it was first announced, I was so incredibly like hyped up for, and then kind of like the more I sort of saw teasers of it and stuff, my opinion started to like wane a little bit. I started to get a little bit skeptical, and then obviously when it came out, there was a lot of bad sort of hype and press and the whole launch fiasco, and that really put me off for quite a long time. So I kind of avoided getting it, but then I was given it as a gift at sort of Christmas at the start of this year, and then when I did actually start getting into it, it's just completely hooked me, and honestly it's kind of captured me in a way that no other game really has before. The kind of adventure, exploration feeling that I get from it is probably the best I've ever had, and it's probably a game I play more than anything else at the moment. So yeah, definitely a huge fan. Yeah, so that's pretty much that.
Yeah. So you said you got it for Christmas, right?
Yeah, that's right. So because of the negative hype and stuff, that kind of I wasn't going to buy it. Actually, I'll be honest. I kind of got put off of it. That kind of scared me away. It was only because I got given it as a gift that I thought, well, what the hell? I'll give it a try, and I ended up having it. I'm glad that I did give it a chance.
That's good, because I actually emailed Hello Games before Black Friday begging them to do a update to the game by Black Friday so that people would get it for the holidays and all that. So I'm glad that they did the Foundation update before the holidays, and then people got it for each other for Christmas and all that.
Foundation was pretty cool. So that was actually I actually missed the game before Foundation, so Foundation was kind of what I jumped in. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep. So what do you like best about No Man's Sky?
It's definitely like the exploration and the whole, there is an infinite universe of planets to go and explore, and there's just something really cool about every time I'm playing. I know that I'm gonna find, I don't know what I'm finding. It could be anything. It could be an absolutely beautiful planet, and if it is a beautiful planet, there's so many different like combinations of like colors and textures and the type of plant and animal life that could be there. So even if it's like just a beautiful planet, they'll all be different. But it's definitely that, and also knowing that I'm genuinely seeing stuff in the game that possibly nobody else will ever come across, and it's a really cool way of capturing a pretty genuine feeling of being an explorer.
Yep, I agree. What features would you like to see added to the game?
Oh gosh, this is a good one. So there's a lot of people always discussing the features that should be added. I think multiplayer in some sort of way would be something I'd want to see. Obviously, that was something I expected back when it did launch. Realistically, I'm probably not the most sociable person, so I am quite happy just drawing full universe on my own. But some sort of way to interact with people in the game would be pretty cool, even if it was just to sort of like, you know how like when you damage something on a planet or like mine something, just so when other people came there, it would kind of be left like how you left it, so you can kind of see other people's impact on worlds and stuff. Just some sort of form of interaction on multiplayer would be cool at some point. But for me, the main thing, obviously, there's so many features that we all want to add, and we've all got ideas of what would be great. If you put them in, it'd probably be terrible. But for me, the main things are just for them to keep working on the variation of planets, and I definitely feel like they've been doing that behind the scenes. You know, you've got the same impression, but I'm starting to see subtle differences in like the way the planets are generated, so they look like they're having a bit more variation. The terrain looks a little bit more impressive. So those little tweaks and changes to how every planet is generated that I think makes the biggest difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the main ones. One other that I did kind of think of while I was playing the other day that I think would be really cool would be there's a lot of cool ocean life in the game. There's a lot of cool like land animals and stuff. It'd be really nice to see sort of amphibious animals, so maybe like crocodile things that would be in the sea and then might come out. I feel like that'd be really cool to see them like transition into the sea and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I feel like that would be pretty nice.
Yeah, that would be neat. I definitely agree with them changing the terrain and the variety of planets. Sean Murray in his GDC talk earlier this year did say that they do plan on regenerating the universe regularly, so that's good that we may get more variety and differences in planets as we go along. Speaking of...
It's really... Oh, sorry, go.
Oh, sorry. Also, speaking of multiplayer, have you heard about the different communities popping up in the game, like the hubs where people have gathered in the galaxies?
So I've heard the Galactic Hub, and so I'm quite active in like Twitter with No Man's Sky stuff, and I see a lot of cool stuff in there. The hub, definitely the first one I heard of, and I kind of know the concept behind that as a great sort of group of players getting together in one place and kind of making a little community there, which is really cool. I've started here some other ones now, so I can't remember the names, but like the whole little group of people and stuff getting together and making their own in the game, which is kind of cool now. I've not been too heavily involved in it at the moment, but I'm definitely planning on going to the hub at some point in the future. I'm kind of saving stuff like that for a game that I love so much. I know that inevitably at some point there'll probably come a time where I start to run out of things that I want to do, or you know, like your enthusiasm is going to die down eventually if you're putting hundreds of hours into it at some point. So I'm kind of saving some of that stuff for like a new goal when I start to want to do something else in the game.
Great. Yeah, I'm glad you're planning to travel to the hubs and check them out. For us, it's really made the game come alive. Getting involved in all that. I made a group called the Spacing Guild, and we I make missions for our members to visit other players' bases and like set comm terminals there. And several of my members have started making YouTube videos of other players' bases, and then that player gets to see the video of them visiting their base, and that's
pretty cool.
Yeah, so it works pretty well.
See, that's the other thing with the like some sort of multiplayer aspects, because there's already a lot of this cool community stuff going on, even though we don't technically have a real multiplayer function or anything in the game. So like if they do that, I feel like the community on No Man's Sky is going to be a really, really good one.
Yep. Plus it's like creating like missions and objectives for ourselves. Like
it keeps it interesting. Yes, keeps you stuff to do. That's pretty cool.
Traveling all the way over to the other side of the galaxy to visit another player's base, and you get to check out something cool that they've built, and like leave them a message, let them know that you've been there and seen their base and everything like that. So I really want to thank you for coming on to the show. I really appreciate it. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we go, L Plays?
No, I think that's pretty much pretty much. Steve, thanks for having me on. I think it's really cool, the whole interview thing and the community together that you're doing. So yeah, good job on that. And I'll definitely be watching. Hopefully, I'll speak to you again soon as well.
Yeah, so you viewers out there, please check out L Plays Gaming's channel, and we'll see you all in our future videos.